The great variation that we've seen in the parks that we've been to is due to the fact that they are in different parts of what is called the grand staircase. Here we see a ranger explaining to people the different layers of the grand staircase. Or you might prefer this view, which shows us a little bit more of where the different parks are. We've been through the pink layer, and as we go through Grand Staircase Escalante, you'll see more of the gray and white layers. This is kind of a cool pass through the Grand Staircase Mountains with more ahead. We're going to the Grand Staircase, and then I think, not sure where next. Need to check my map. It's an interesting range with a Noah's Ark at the end of it. See it up there? You've got a prow on it. Looks like we're driving through the great layer of the mountains.
Escalante.
This is the stair Escalante. Again, a very different area than places we've been driving through this week. Each place has its own unique character. There's some things that look a little bit like the glacier, or rice, but this is what I would call a high desert, but it appears to be a series of mountain ranges. It was the last explored and settled area in the United States, in the lower 48. And it just seems to go on forever. Before Highway 12 was built, that's the highway that we're on right now, as late as 1940, the nearby towns still received their mail by mule train for part of the year. So this is really desolate country. In 1935, they began to build this road, and it was nicknamed the $1 Million Road. The road took 5 years, backbreaking effort, ingenuity, and many tons of dynamite to complete. And there you see the road behind me, along with some of the cliff that they probably had to dynamite. We're now going down from where we were up on the top, going down very quickly. And the views are fantastic. These mountains are white, but it's after 6 at night, so probably not getting the true color. very few towns. I don't think we've seen a Walmart in the past 3 days. We've just been in really desolate and sparsely populated land. And by the way, we're still around 5,000 feet up. It looks kind of flat until you actually get into it. I turned my camera and it looked like we were going off the road. This is incredible country. Creek. It's supposed to be another good place to stop, but I don't think we're going to stop. What? Calf Creek Recreation Area is supposed to be another good place to stop.
I thought you said this is not a very good place
No,
to
it's
stop.
supposed to be a good place to stop. I thought the grand staircase wasn't much, but this is something much. Very much. Very much of everything. We saw these interesting balls along the way, and visitor centers weren't open. We didn't get to ask what they were, but they looked like something that was spewed out of a volcano. We are driving on a narrow piece of land between this and this.
You can't see it now. It's gotten wider now.
Incredible. Yeah, it's gotten wider now. We were driving on a part that was barely wider than the road, with no guardrail. Very scary. Once we left the national park property, we drove through more private lands, and gradually we saw more and more green. And as the sun set, we finally found a place to stop for the night in the last campground. Join us tomorrow as we learn more about the early Mormon settlers and explore more natural wonders in Capitol Reef National Park.